Hello, I'm Preston Stober, your Manitowoc neighborhood reporter here on this rainy but very exciting day as we kick off our tour of Manitowoc County, starting off here at the Wisconsin State Historical Marker 246 here at the Clock Tower in Manitowoc. Now this celebrates Manitowoc's maritime heritage on Lake Michigan here behind me. They built ships across the shoreline, including the Great Lakes' first ever clipper ship here in Manitowoc. And now for a fan favorite, the SS Badger. This ship here behind me has been sailing Lake Michigan for over 70 years. In its cargo hold, 180 vehicles can be stored as it starts in Ludington, Michigan, and makes its way over to Manitowoc, Wisconsin before heading back. It starts its seasonal run in the middle of May and ends at the end of summer. A very interesting thing about this ship is it's the last coal-powered ship still running. It is a steamship, and it is obviously huge and beautiful, and it makes Manitowoc part of what it is today. Our next stop is the Wisconsin Maritime Museum located in downtown Manitowoc, commemorating the connection between Wisconsin and all things water.
Wisconsin has a rich maritime history, and we celebrate that here. Everything from the building of 28 submarines in World War II to indigenous peoples and our modern recreational sailing here on the lake. Shipwrecks, military vessels, and everything in between.
One of the key pieces to the museum is the USS Cobia. It is a submarine that sits on the water on the back of the museum. It was built by the Manitowoc Shipbuilding Company, which had a hand in building many ships not only that sailed on the Great Lakes, but all around the world. Now I'll remind you that this museum is not only for Manitowoc, but for the whole state of Wisconsin. Our next stop is the Manitowoc Marina. Now, as it starts to rain, it's really fitting the scene. I even thought about jumping in, but nobody wants a purely soaked tour guide, so I'm gonna stay up here and we're gonna look at all these ships. There's over 250 parking spots for boats here on the marina. There's also a shop where boaters can go in and get everything they need to go out and enjoy beautiful Lake Michigan. After a little rain gear change with the jacket and the stick mic, we are at Lighthouse Park on the north side of downtown Manitowoc. Now the lighthouse itself sits on a peninsula stretched into the lake past the marina. It was built in 1895 before becoming fully automated in 1971, but is still open to the public and is a very recognizable landmark in Manitowoc. We've officially made our way to the second biggest city in Manitowoc County, Two Rivers. Here at Seagull Marina for our second marina of the day, home to over 100 different campsites right on Lake Michigan, making it very accessible to the shoreline. But the coolest part of this campsite slash marina is the fish mural. It is long, it is beautiful, it's very intricate, and then look at the sign as well. The sign highlights fish in the Great Lakes, especially here at Lake Michigan, and also just things you can find at Two Rivers. Lions, tigers, bears, oh my, it's a forest. The Point Beach State Forest, to be more specific, with over 6 miles of sprawling shoreline just north of Two Rivers. There are many trails out there, from biking to hiking. There are even dog trails out there for you pet owners.
It's really great. We have 127 campsites on property. We have a beach that allows dogs as well. Lots of hiking and biking trails, a concession stand, a lighthouse, lots of things that bring people in. In the 1930s, over 400,000 trees were planted, so there's always something to see here at Point Beach State Forest. Our last stop on the Manitowoc County tour today is the Manitowc Opera House and Hotel. Opened in 1893. It has had many purposes for over the years, but recently has turned into an antique store and used a lot for storage. Around the back side of the antique shop, you can really tell just how much stuff is here. If you believe you have everything, well, you haven't been to the Opera House in Manitowc, that is for sure. With that, I'm your NBC 26 Manitowoc neighborhood reporter, Preston Stober. Really enjoyed the tour today. I'll be seeing you very soon.